Welcome back to Tile Time. I'm your host, Bo Daniels. Today we're actually going to talk about grout. So in this shower, on the walls, we have an unsanded grout. So typically with unsanded grout, we're going to use that on smaller tiles or where you're going to have a tile where you're going to have a grout line that has 1/16 inch or less grout lines. That's where you're typically going to see the unsanded. So basically there's no sand in it. So that's kind of the defining factor, and typically the lines are going to be narrower. Now, in the shower niche, we actually have a hybrid grout that has sand in it. So this is actually just a hybrid that has the strength of an epoxy but mixes like a traditional grout. So it's sanded. So it is very different from our unsanded grout, and typically you can use that kind of grout in up to 1/2 inch grout lines. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go walk over to the kitchen and we're going to go look at some other sanded grout over here. And this is a traditional sanded grout, and the grout lines are obviously wider than the ones we saw in the bathroom, but you're going to see sanded grout mostly in floors because you need to have, when you have a larger grout line, you need to use sanded. And this is just a traditional sanded grout. It's not a high performance hybrid grout. And there's not really any good way to tell what it is when you're looking at sanded grouts these days, because it could be epoxy, it could be a hybrid, it could just be standard sanded grout. It's very hard to tell. A lot of times the hybrids or the epoxies will be a lot more stain resistant and not be as likely to crack. So it just kind of depends on the application. So this has been all about grouts, and I'll see you next time.